In the wake of Knoxville's daycare closure, we are hearing from a former employee tonight.
Yeah, this is a story we're continuing to follow for you closely. Last Thursday, Helping Hands Childcare was shut down by DHS with a summary of suspension for repeated and escalated violations. The most notable was on May 2nd when two preschoolers were found in the parking lot wandering toward the road.
Well, yesterday afternoon, a judge decided to uphold the daycare suspension after hearing from both DHS and a Helping Hands owner, Chris Middlebrook.
New here at 5, WATE 6 on your side reporter Laura Halm joining us live here in the studio. And Laura, I know you spoke with a former teacher at Helping Hands.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She worked there around 2013 into 2014, and she tells me these violations are disturbing since so many parents are entrusting their children's lives with this daycare.
The news popped up last week in Buffy Robinson's Facebook feed.
It said West Knoxville Daycare closed for violations, so I just, clicked on it to read, and it said Helping Hands, and I was like, holy crap.
But that was the only surprise Robinson tells me she encountered.
All the violations did not surprise me at all, because it was the same way when I worked there that it is now.
She worked there back in 2014, teaching 2 to 5-year-olds. The violation at Helping Hands that concerns Robinson the most.
I guess it was the two kids just out in the parking lot. You've got cars coming in and out, picking up kids, dropping off kids. There's businesses behind that daycare. These kids are just out roaming around and nobody is paying attention. Why?
While she was there, Robinson says it was a good environment amongst teachers. However, she says they were under a lot of stress, and it's part of the reason why they resigned.
I potty trained most of them, taught them how to write their names, taught them how to, do stuff that their parents couldn't do. It was just, it was upsetting, but I could not do it anymore.
Robinson agreeing with the judge's decision to keep the daycare closed.
You shouldn't have to fix anything. These violations should have never happened in the first place.
Now, I reached out to Middlebrook's attorney today. We weren't able to schedule an interview. However, yesterday during opening statements, his attorney said some citations were wrong, mischaracterized, or put in the worst possible light. When the hearing wrapped up, Middlebrook's attorney told me they're disappointed with the judge's decision. Guys.
All right, Laura, thank you so much. So the big question right now for so many people, what is next for Helping Hands child care there? Coming up at 6, we're going to hear from the state on the protocol.
And we also learn more about how many summary of suspensions have been issued in just the last few years.
All right,